welcome back to another video. This one is called I Forced AI to Make Offensive Movie Trailers. This is the first one. We watched them out of order, but who cares? Uh, Go ahead, like, comment, subscribe. I'm Draco.
This is Lloyd.
Nobody told you to start playing. Stupid video.
Bad YouTube.
Jesus.
I've always wanted to be a pilot, but not just any pilots.
Ugh!
Ugh!
Oh no, get me off the screen.
And so that's why this summer I am attempting my greatest
What?
challenge yet.
Is that the playing the gays go on?
I was gonna make a 6'9" joke.
Towers and coming out alive.
I'm sure you've all seen at least one of these fake AI Disney posters at some point on the internet. But have you ever wondered what would they look like if we turned them into real movies? And so today I'm using an AI video generator to create three slightly
I have to play it safe
Okay, so-
because YouTube is soft.
Is that supposed to be queso?
I believe so.
offensive fake Disney movie trailers, including Finding Dad, Queso the Destroyer, and This Is America. But my only rule is that I have to keep extending the movie trailer until I hit the max duration limit. So we're gonna start with Finding Dad, and we're actually gonna be following the 3-act structure of storytelling for these movie trailers, which includes a massive fight scene with a villain at the end of it. But first, we're gonna begin with Act 1 and introduce the main character of this movie, who is going to be a young boy whose father abandons him to get some milk. And I'm not gonna specify the race, because I do not want this to get racist, but I'm just simply gonna let the AI choose what race it's gonna be. So stick around to find out what race.
Based on the thumbnail, it's gonna be black.
Wait for this one to generate. We can start working on Act 1 for the Queso movie trailer. So the idea I have for this one is that I sort of want Queso to be some sort of fat superhero who starts off fat and somehow becomes even more fat. And then I want the main villain of this one to be Arnold Schwartz.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Because he's like sort of like a fit person, but my plan for this movie trailer will make more sense as the story
He just
develops.
gonna eat
I'm
'em.
Start this trailer by just seeing what Queso would look like, because I don't think the AI actually knows who Queso is, and so I just have to describe him as an obese man with ginger hair and a beard. But while we wait for this one to generate, we can get started with the America movie trailer. So the America movie trailer is gonna be about some guy who gets arrested
my
by police officers. I think the villain in this one are gonna be the police officers, and our main character is gonna be our guy who's just being unfairly arrested. Once again, I'm not going to specify what race he is. I'm just going to let the AI decide what race, because I just don't want this to get racist. Otherwise, we're going to get fucking demonetized again. But let's just send this one through, see what happens. So these are the beginnings of our movie trailers, and we're going to be able to build from there with the 3-act story, structure, arc, style. What the fuck am I saying? But it looks like the Finding Dad movie trailer is ready. So this is going to be the first 4 seconds of the trailer, and we're going to have to keep generating.
Ew,
So straight off the bat, it looks like the AI is in fact racist. It is. This is a I'm not sure what race this person is. Let's just have a look. What is going to be happening? What? Okay, where the fuck are we? Is this some Plants vs. Zombies? So it looks like the dad is walking off in the background, and the son is just completely oblivious. He's staring into the distance while the dad sneaks behind him and escapes. So I'm gonna extend
not even
this trailer,
sneaking,
and
it's
what I want to
walking.
focus on is the sort of character building. So I want there to be some sort of like negative inciting incident between the son and his father. And so what I want to happen is that I want the dad just to slap the shit out of the son, just to make it more obvious that he's like the enemy. So
What?
while we wait for this one to generate, we can have a look at the Queso trailer. Okay, so straight off the bat, I think this is a pretty decent
That is creepy
representation
looking.
of Queso. It looks like he's some sort of Clash of Clans character for some reason, but I think it looks like a Disney thingy enough. Okay, we get 4 seconds zooming
Bro,
in
look
his
like-
face.
You're
So
gonna
I
eat
think
all
to
the
extend this movie trailer, I want to sort of introduce the villain straight away. I want the inciting incident that sort of changes Queso into this monster. I want Arnold Schwartz to come into the scene and burn down a McDonald's, and I think that's what's gonna set Queso off, make him become angry,
Wow,
and set
perfect.
him off into this sort of hero
Absolute
journey.
cinema.
What? Why don't we make him bulldoze a McDonald's restaurant? Okay, so while we wait for this one to load, we can have a look at the America Police Officer movie trailer. Okay, first of all, what is this art style? This looks like some PlayStation 1 type beat. It looks like the AI has chosen a white man as the police officer. We haven't seen the video yet, so I don't know whether
Yeah,
this
that
is
looked
gonna
like
be
an
racist or
Indian
not,
Arabian
racist or
man
not,
next
what they
door.
cooked up for this one.
Why is his mouth moving like that?
What? Okay, what was that? Why do their eyes look like that? But I don't know. This doesn't really look like they're being arrested. And why is the police officer wearing the handcuff?
That happened.
Isn't this guy meant to be arrested? Okay, so it's painted a bit of a positive picture of this sort of movie scenario so far. But I wanted to make it really, really clear that the enemy is the police officer and the main character is going to be this person who is being arrested. So I'm going to do the first extension of this movie trailer by making the police officer sort of jump on this person and ride him like a surfboard. Okay, so now while we wait for this one to generate, we can have a look at the Finding Dad movie trailer where I wanted the father to push the son in the face because I couldn't make him slap him in the face. Okay, so we hear the father and the mother walk behind the son without him realizing. And then we go here and... Okay. Whoa! Who the fuck is this guy? Is this an anime character? There's a red person and a blue person, and they merge. I think the red person is meant to be this dad. He slaps his son in the face. Okay, so I think the way I want to extend this trailer
That's
is that
so
I want there
ugly
to be a
looking.
bit of a
Oh my
time jump
God.
into the future. So now the son is older and he just feels very resentful towards his father because the father's the villain and he wants to take his revenge. So it's going to be some sort of like realization that I'm going to like beat the fucking shit out of you. Okay, so now while we wait for this
Sounds
one to
about
load,
right.
we can have a look at the updated Queso movie trailer. Okay, so we have the slow pan into Queso's face, and then is Arnold going to come into here and bulldoze the McDonald's? Oh, what? Wait, what? Okay, wait.
What?
Hey guys, what is this in the background? What does it say in the background?
Tolly.
Me? This is not what I asked for. I asked for Arnold to... What? Okay, maybe the AI doesn't know who Arnold is. Maybe I need to specify that it's like a really buff character walks into the scene and maybe like sledgehammers a McDonald's physical building restaurant. I think that's how we're gonna extend it. Okay, so now while we're waiting for this one to load, we can have a look at the police officer movie trailer. So I said the policeman jumps onto the other man and rides him like a skateboard. Okay, so we have the PS1 type graphics. They're just talking, not even getting arrested. The policeman's wearing the handcuff, and what's gonna happen? Please, something happen. Oh. What? Fuck. Why is this not doing anything? The only thing that happened is that they just continued panning into him. They're literally talking as if they're friends and they're not getting arrested. And who the fuck has that giant gat over here? Okay, so I think the AI was a little bit confused. Let me just extend this. You know what I should do? Let me just make this guy that's getting arrested run away from the police officer because this is going to be that sort of inciting moment that sparks the rest of the story in the full movie. Okay, so now while we're waiting for that one to load, we can have a look at the Finding Dad movie trailer. So I said the son grows into an adult and is crying about his lost father. Okay, so we have the father walking in the background. The son has no idea what the fuck he's staring at. Then we have the two people coming into frame and they slap each other. And now, please grow up.
Refusing.
The only thing that happened is that the camera just unfocused on this thing and started focusing on the background. Maybe I should just tick the enhanced prompt feature. Maybe this will help it become better. So I think the direction I want to take this in is that I want
bro,
the
AI
son
is so
to be
cool.
trying to find his father, like even like years down the track. So the son has his own family, wife, kids, and everything, but he's going on some sort of like expedition by sea in order to just try find his dad no matter what. Okay, let's just send this while we wait for this one to generate. Let's have a look at the Queso trailer. And we said a really muscular man walks up to a McDonald's building and destroys the building. So this is going to be the catalyst for why Queso turns evil or becomes like a superhero. I think the muscular man is going to be the villain. Okay, so we have Queso. It's going to pan into him, and then we're going to have the McDonald's in the background. His eyes are going to go lizard crazy, and please switch scenes. Please. Are you fucking kidding me? Bro, why? It's just fucking ignoring. It's just ignoring my prompts. I think I'm just gonna click the enhanced prompt thing. We're gonna move on to the part of the trailer where Queso sort of discovers his superpower. So we're trying to turn him into a really fat superhero, but the way he can do this is by eating maybe like a radioactive donut or something. I'm gonna say he eats a radioactive donut and becomes...
Where does he get it from? Chernobyl?
So now while we wait for this...
What about Chef Alfredo?
The police movie trailer. So I've asked the AI to
Ooh,
make the
that-
guy on the
that- yeah,
left
that would've
run
been a good
away
one.
from the
I know-
policeman, just so we can have some sort of catalyst event to sort of spur on the...
Bro doesn't watch Queso.
If you PS1 graphics, they're talking to each other as if they're friends for some reason. Okay, please. Oh, he holds hands. And this guy is not running away. Okay.
What the fuck?
he has a police badge on his arm now. He's turning into, bro, his uniform is literally turning into a police officer. He has a collar here, the badge. I didn't ask him to become a police officer. Okay, this is going really badly. We need to, okay, you know what? Scene change. We're gonna make some sort of altercation between the police officer and this guy. So I'm gonna say that they fire shots at each other with water guns, okay? So now while we wait for this one to load, we can have a look at the Finding Dad trailer where I've tried to make the scene change and the son is on a boat sailing to sea to try to find his father by any means necessary. So this is gonna be some sort of like build up towards the middle act of the sort of trailer. Okay, so we have the guy here. They slap each other in the face and then it unfocuses the camera.
God.
Is this the scene change? Okay, we're going up. Who? Wait,
What was that?
this guy? There's no boat. Where is the water? Wait, who is this guy? That looks like the guy from iCarly for some reason. But I think we have some more information about this current setting. So we're in a tree house and this guy is just hitting the gritty for some reason. What? Okay, I think I need to like force the AI to make a scene change. We need to find the father. This is not Finding Dad. This is literally just Will Smith simulator inside a massive treehouse. I'm gonna say the scene changes. The son is going on an expedition. He's going on a hike to try and find his father. And he's just gonna hold a giant bottle of milk. But then at the same time, I eventually want the son to fight against the dad in a massive fight at the end. But fuck it, I think we need to make them sort of reunite here. And then he's gonna push him off a cliff or something, like something along those lines.
Cliff?
Okay, so now while we wait for this one to load, we can have a look at the Queso movie trailer. So I think I made the scene change, a hard scene change, and this is the part of the trailer where Queso gets his superpowers. So he eats a radioactive donut and he becomes even more faster somehow. Hopefully this is where the scene changes because it goes to some random fucking McDonald's sign in the back. Please scene change. Okay. We got it.
Ugh.
Okay, nice. Okay, so
Oh my
scene change.
God.
I think this is like Queso before the superpowers. So he's not as fat, but he's eating the radioactive donut and is about to hopefully like become even more fat like a balloon. And what is that in the background? Is that like a, what is this? Maybe this is like some sort of like fast food place. I don't know what that is though, because we don't have.
It's probably the place where he got a donut.
What happens next here?
Yeah.
Is that Queso becomes extremely fat because he's just eaten the radioactive donut. So now while we wait for that extension to load, we can have a look at the police movie trailer. So I asked them to change the scene and make the person shoot the police officer using a water pistol. Okay, so they're talking to each other as if they're friends. Police officer's wearing the handcuffs still. And then, please scene change, please. Okay, oh, whoa.
Something
What the
happened.
fuck happened to his body? That's not a water pistol.
That's all that
literally
is. Something
turned into water.
happened.
What? Wait. Maybe this can be his power. Maybe this can be his superpower. He's gonna be some sort of like water bender or something, like Poseidon or something. I don't know whether this is racist or not, but for some reason he sort of looks like my uncle now. He started off as a white police officer, and now he looks like my uncle. What the fuck is happening? But also, who's behind him? Like, it seems like someone is like pulling like a chainsaw or something. So I think I'm just gonna sort of build up the sort of stakes of the story. There are hundreds of police officers arresting all of these adult men. I'm not gonna state what race they are, just to give some sort of reason why our main character, Waterbender, has this sort of rage against the police officers in America. So while we wait for that one to load, we can have a look at the Finding Dad movie trailer. So I forced the AI to do a hard scene change here, and he's now going on a hike to find his father. Okay, so the people slap each other here. The thing pans in blurred, and then we get the guy hitting the gritty as we go up to the top of the train house. And now scene change potentially, please. What? Are you fucking kidding me? Why didn't the scene change work? We just go up into nowhere. The tree never ends. You know what's gonna happen? This vine is gonna end up being an even taller tree. Then it's gonna introduce another vine over here. It's gonna be even more taller. So it's gonna keep going up into infinity. How are we meant to get our guy to find his dad? Maybe his dad is at the top of the tree. Okay, so you know what
You don't.
Maybe we should just say that his dad is just sitting at the top of the tree, and then after that, we can scene change into some sort of like training arc for the main character. So while we wait for this one to load, we can have a look at the Queso movie trailer. So this is after he's eaten the radioactive donut, and he hopefully becomes even more fat. I've instructed the AI to make him even more fat as part of that superpower. Okay, so now we have the scene change. Okay, he's eating the donut. He's loving it. What is that? Okay, what is the movement of the map? Whoa, he's in pain. Oh, okay, wait. He's starting the transformation. This is the Ben Chen Omnitrix transformation. But look at the tongue movement. Look at the tongue. Damn. Well, let's have a look at his chest, his body area. Is it inflating? not oh, it's not really. I don't know what's gonna happen. Like, maybe I should just do the exact same prompt. I need him to sort of increase in size. And also, I think I can make the camera sort of zoom out, because I think the camera needs to zoom out to capture his full size. So we're just gonna make Queso become extremely fat until eventually he's gonna engulf the entire earth. Hopefully we can do that with this trailer. But while we wait for this one to load, let's have a look at the police movie trailer, where we've set up this sort of catalyst situation where there are hundreds of police officers arresting people. I didn't state what race they are, but it sort of highlights what's at stake for this main character. Okay, so now we have the water transformation now with the lawnmower pull of the string. And then now scene change, please, 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 please. And he doesn't make scene change.
He turned black.
Race change. Hopefully it's just a coincidence, because okay, luckily the police officer is not white anymore. But now we have some more people introduced into the background. So we have some sort of, is this another backup police officer? He doesn't really wearing the right uniform. And we have some other guy walking across the street. But let's just pay attention to what the police officer is actually doing in this scene. Okay, so he's just moving his arms. He did not do anything at all. So I think I'm gonna scene change into the police headquarters, and they're gonna have a bunch of people locked up in cells, and maybe it's like some sort of torture chamber. No, maybe not. Let me just
torture what?
all the people that are being locked up in the cells. Okay, so now while we wait for this one to load, we can have a look at the Finding Dad trailer. So we've asked the father to sit at the top of the tree, and then hopefully I can make the scene change after that to some crying man, just to sort of set up some story, because we have not been able to progress at all for this one. This is horrible. The guy hitting the gritty, yep, is down there, and we go up into the trees.
He's still gonna go up.
More, and please be someone at the top, please. Okay, this is gonna fucking bro. No, there's no one. There's literally no one. I asked for a father and a scene change. Why is this thing not listening to me? Bro, I have no idea what I'm meant to do here. You know what? Fuck it. Why don't we just begin one of the fight scenes for this trailer already? Because this is not going anywhere. So I think I'm gonna have the son with a weapon, a bonky hammer. We're gonna have a son with a hammer against the father who has a book in his hand. Hopefully we can create some sort of fight scene here, and hopefully
it's not gonna work.
This time. So at this point, I'd somehow forgotten to check out the Queso movie trailer and accidentally skipped over it for some reason. But if you smash that subscribe button within the next 3 seconds, then you can help me fund my next lobotomy. But anyway, it's time to check out the police movie trailer. And I asked them to switch scene to a police station, and they have a lot of people locked up in cells. Okay, so we got the guy with the water powers, and the Asian police officer has no idea what the fuck to do. And now scene change. Whoa. Okay, yeah, now we're here. Okay, we managed to get the scene change. Wait, where are the cells? Okay, so we see, a bit of orange here, a little bit of orange. We don't see, oh wait. Okay, I think it's pretty clear what race they're put inside the cell. Okay, interesting. This is all we get for the sort of police headquarters scene. So I think we need to sort of paint the picture of the police being extremely evil and racist, just so that we can build up towards the fight scene. So I think maybe we can get the police officers to just like spray water guns at their the prisoners or something. Just something to annoy their prisoners, just to sort of add to like the abuse of power theme. But while we wait for this one to load, we can have a look at the Finding Dad movie trailer. So I asked the scene to hard end here, and I wanted to set up some sort of fight scene between the son and the father. So the son is holding a giant hammer, and the father is holding a giant book as a weapon. So they're slapping each other. Will Smith simulator. Now we have the guy hitting the gritty, and we're gonna keep going up
and
to the top of this tree. The
keep
tree
going
is never
up
gonna end until I ask it to just change scene, please. Now, no, what? What? Maybe this is a metaphor. Maybe this is never ending because it's a metaphor for how the search for your father is never ending. Especially
Stop coping.
You're completely
Stop
unable
coping.
to locate your father. Maybe these movie trailers are deeper than face value.
No.
Just like your mother. What if I just say in the extension, create a movie trailer about a son trying to search for the father that abandoned him when he was younger? Maybe simple is better. Maybe I should stop trying to adhere
No,
so
the AI is just
strictly to the
actually,
rules of
or
movie
the AI is
trailers.
just
And maybe I should
actually
let the
retarded.
AI
You can't do
create
anything
some
with
sort of
it.
deeper meaning for me. So while we wait for this one to load, we can have a look at the Queso movie trailer, where I've asked the camera to sort of zoom out so we can see Queso becoming fatter and fatter after eating the radioactive donuts. And so he's sort of gaining his superpowers. But let's see whether we can turn Queso into a fat superhero. Okay, so we have the scene change. He eats the radioactive donut. He loves it. His tongue goes funny. And now he... Whoa, he's muscular. Wait, why is he wearing the hoodie at the front of his Does he have brain damage? His hoodie has short sleeves as well for some reason. But it looks like he's very muscular. He's not meant to be muscular. He's meant to be extremely fat. I guess this is as fat as we can make our main character. Now we have to introduce the villain. So say this is a fast food place. Let's make Arnold destroy it. Now Queso is angry because he has no more fast food places to go to. And so this is what's going to encourage him to sort of fight the villain towards the end of the trailer. Okay, so I've changed it to a car drives into the frame and crashes into the fast food place in the background. And then Arnold is going to come out of the car. So that's how we're going to introduce the sort of the fight. So while we wait for this one to load, we can have a look at the police officer movie trailer. So I've asked the police officers to spray water guns at the prisoners to sort of flaunt the abuse of power. And so this is how the oppressed people getting arrested are going to fight back against these racist police officers. Okay, so we have the race change here, and then the scene change to the police or headquarters here. Now what's gonna happen? Okay, nothing.
They're
Okay,
walking
the police officers
backwards.
are walking backwards for some reason. Is this in reverse? Is this video in reverse? What do they have on their uniform as well? What is this? Oh no, this is like a WWE belt. What are they wearing? And who's this guy in the background? Wait, who is behind this guy? It looks like there's a naked man standing behind this guy. A naked man going like this. He's like this. Oh my gosh, what the? Wait, holy shit. Wait, since when did I have it? What the? Wait, maybe I ate the radioactive donut. What the fuck is this? Fuck it. Let me just start the fight scene. I'm gonna get some guy to break into this place, get arrested by heaps of policemen, and then I want him to sort of break free and then just start like destroying everyone. So while we wait for this one to load, we can have a look at the Finding Dad trailer. So this one is a bit of a reboot because the tree would not stop growing. There's no end to the tree. So I just asked it to create the movie trailer. Let's see what it does. If it keeps growing the tree, I'm gonna fucking harm someone in GTA. Okay, so we got the guy hitting the gritty, and this is where the tree growth begins. We have just endless tree growth. This is where I asked him to put the father sitting on the top of the tree, but it said no, we're going to continue the tree. Then I asked him to do something else, and he said no, I'm going to continue the tree even more. The tree has to end at some... Oh, who's that? What? Wait. What the... Wait. Let me just double check. I said, create a movie trailer about a son trying to search for his father that abandoned him. And now there is a black father at the top of the tree. Luma AI might be slightly racist. The father has been on top of the tree this entire time. The son is trying to look for his father and he's just chilling at the top of the tree. So how is the son going to find his father now? Maybe I should make the son fly.
That's
in
a joke.
on
He does it.
helicopter to try and like hug his father, but then the father just keeps like running away. And also, wait. I just realized.
See, the AI tried to do you some favors.
A black man into the treetops. Are they suggesting? Anyway,
Ramunkus.
for the extension, we're gonna make the sun come into the scene with some sort of helicopter. So now while we wait for that one to load, we can have a look at the Queso movie trailer. So I've said the car drives into the frame and crashes into that fast food place in the background. So this is how we're gonna start the fight. Okay, so we have the radioactive donut. He eats it, and then he
Absolutely
becomes
loves
slightly
it.
muscular for some reason. And then, please, car, what is his beard doing? Whoa. What the fuck just happened?
Why does it look like
Where
somebody
are we right
tripped?
now? What happened to his face? I was thinking his beard looks really fake. Like there's so much like skin here, but then it turns into the back of a woman's head. Wait. The hoodie was backwards this entire time. So
What the
I
fuck?
to flip his face around, but we still have no villain. You know what? Fuck it. Let's just make. We're gonna.
Nah, that's just the AI being stupid.
The fat ginger man. Okay, so he's gonna come here and they're gonna start fighting. Let's say in a boxing match. Okay, so now while we wait for this one to load, we can take a look at the police movie trailer. So I've asked someone to break into the police headquarters and all the police officers in there just jump on him and arrest him, just to be the sort of start of the fight scene that we're going to create. Okay, so we have the scene change now, and we are walking backwards in reverse. There's the naked guy in the background, and where's the guy going to walk into frame? Please. Oh, and what? I guess maybe they turned around to arrest someone. What happened there? So it looks like this guy has spotted an intruder and then they go and arrest. What? I think we need a scene change. We need a scene change and we're going to make the police officers arrest every single civilian in the city and they're all going to fight back. So while we wait for this one to load, let's have a look at
New
the
York.
Finding Dad movie trailer. So we've asked the son to fly into the frame using a helicopter because the dad is just chilling at the very top of the tree for some reason. We're working our way up towards the tree. I keep forgetting how tall this fucking tree is. This is abnormally tall. And then at the top of the tree, we have the father. We're not there yet. Okay, the father. His leg. Wait, his leg is in the branch for some reason. Okay, anyways. And he. Oh, is that to fall off? Please. No helicopter. Why is there no helicopter? Wait, I just realized his leg is literally stuck in the branch. But it looks like he's just like chilling in the tree. I think the AI is trying to make him swing in the trees for some reason, which seems to be a little bit racist for some reason. But I think I'm going to attempt a hard switch here. We need to start some sort of fight scene between the father and the son. And so I think I'm just going to literally force them to go into some sort of boxing arena and just fight to the death. But while we wait for this one to load, let's take a look at the Queso movie trailer. So this one is going to be the start of the
I think the other program did way better than Luma. I'll be honest.
fight scene. So I've asked
Oh, this is Luma?
man who's going to be
Yeah.
Arnold. He's going to enter the frame from the right, and then the ginger man Queso is going to come from the left, and they're going to start boxing. Okay, so now we have the yawn of 87, and then the transformation, and it's going to engulf his own fast food restaurant. And then now the fight should start here, please.
Now
Oh, okay. Whoa. What? Why is he fighting himself? Why are they both wearing the Queso outfit? Wait, they're not even overweight. This guy is muscular, and this guy's also muscular. And this guy has just had a taste of his
Why is chin so big?
own homemade special sauce. So he ate the radioactive donut, and instead of becoming extra fat, he became fit. And now I guess the villain of this movie is his own clone that he has to fight. What is he protecting though? There needs to be some sort of stakes in the movie. Like he's trying to fight this guy because otherwise the villain is going to do XYZ or something. Why don't I change the scene? Why don't I make the background Candyland with like some cake and like all these like fat food and stuff? Maybe Queso's like trying to break into this guy's sort of collection of food so that he can. I don't know.
Jesus,
I don't
what's
even know what the
happening
fuck
on
we're
your
doing.
end?
Let's just see what the AI picks up with this. But while we wait for this one to load, let's have a look at the police movie trailer. So I've asked it to do a hard scene change, and I've asked it to be lots of police people arresting citizens, and the citizens fighting back. Because I really want to start this fight scene. Please do the scene change, please. Okay, so the arrest station happens here, and now scene change, please. No, it does. What?
It's just more police
Wait.
officers.
Who the fuck is this guy? Is this some sort of like Harry Potter? But what is happening here? So it looks like they find another intruder out the back, and they need to arrest him. The guy walks through the door, but I kind of want to just simply extend this to see what happens next. So I think I'm just simply going to extend it by saying they all start fighting. So while we wait for this one to load, let's have a look at the Finding Dad movie trailer, where I'm forcing them to be in some boxing arena so the father can fight against his son, so we can get started with the fight scene. Okay, so now we're up the tree. We find the father up here, and now we are requesting a scene change. Please, the scene change, please. No. Are you fucking kidding me? Why is this particular trailer completely unresponsive to any sort of scene change? Is it trolling me? Is this AI trolling me? Is it
Yes,
saying that
clearly.
you will never find your father? No matter how hard you try to scene change, no matter how hard
Yes.
you try to make it work, the father will never be found because he's always going to be chilling in some infinitely tall tree. Is there actually anything I can do? I either want the child to find his father, or the child to fight his father to the death and eliminate him. What if I say the camera zooms out and there's like a ton of different fathers in the same tree, like they're all hiding in the exact same tree, like they're
All black people. That'll be hilarious.
to some infinitely tall tree to abandon their children. But while we wait for this one to load, let's have a look at the Queso movie trailer. So for this one, I asked the background of the fight scene to change to some sort of like Candyland with cakes everywhere, just to sort of create some sort of stakes for the movie. I don't know why Queso would be fighting himself though, because this was not the original thing that was meant to happen. Okay, so now we have the ginger transformation, gets rid of the thing, and now we have the fight scene. Now please change the background. Oh, look at the technique. Oh, and he, okay, so the scene, the background does not change, and instead this guy goes for a KSI overarm. He doesn't go on the aggressive end. He backs off, and he still has icicles of the homemade sauce dripping down his chin. We need to make some sort of reason why they're fighting, because otherwise it just doesn't make sense in the movie. But I guess in some movies it just doesn't make sense why they're fighting either. Why don't I make this guy steal a hamburger from this guy and start running away? And that's the reason why Queso wants to fight himself, because he wants to steal the hamburger from himself so he can eat it himself. But then who's the real Queso though? Okay, so now while we wait for this one to load, we can have a look at the police movie trailer. So this was the one where I just instructed them that they all start fighting in the police HQ. They all go through the wall, and now this random, the random man, oh, whoa, Whoa, okay. There was some rapid movement at the start there. Wasn't sure what was happening at the start. So it turns out this guy was not actually an intruder. He was another police officer. So he comes over here. He merges with... Wait. Let me just go frame by frame. This doesn't make sense. So he comes here. He runs over to the right, merges with the police officer who was chilling over here previously. This police officer over here fires a right hook to this guy on the right. He gets hit by the right hook, and now he is gone. He's out of the frame. This is the 1-inch punch. But then somehow, he gets back up instantly. He grabs the guy's hand and he pulls him over to the corner. So instead of police brutality against ethnic groups, it is turning into police brutality against themselves. But then wait. Let's just do a wait. I just noticed something. This man is okay. Quick disclaimer here. I am from Australia, and my original thought process was that saying the phrase colored person was the most respectful way to collectively refer to non-white people, which also includes other races such as Asian people like myself. But while I was editing this video, I wondered whether it was actually more respectful to say black instead of colored. And that's when I came across this Reddit thread saying that the phrase colored person was actually extremely racist because apparently it has bad roots within USA history. But since I'm not from the USA, they didn't teach us any of this during history classes at school. And since 50%
I mean, why would they?
of my audience is not from the USA, I just want this to be a public learning opportunity for everyone that you should not say the phrase colored person. But the issue is that before I realized all of this, I had already said that phrase multiple times in this video and I had to cut them all out, which is why some parts of this video don't even make sense anymore. But anyways, back to the video. This police officer is a white police officer. He did not choose to punch this other white police officer here. Immediately, he went and yeeted the person pertaining to a minority ethnicity straight away. So I don't know whether
Why this sounded so fake?
But okay, so I really do not want to mention any specific race, but I want to see what happens when we just introduce people of different races into the fight scene. So I think I'm gonna say a black man, an Asian man, and a white man walk into frame and join the fight. The thing I'm interested in is who is gonna be the first person to get fucked. But while we wait for this one to load, we can have a look at the Finding Dad movie trailer. So for this one, I asked the camera to sort of zoom out and just to see how many more fathers are actually in that tree that the father is hiding in. Okay, so we get the first glimpse of the father here. He's just chilling. He just does not want to leave, even though I asked a helicopter to come in, and he still does not want to leave. And now this is where the zoom out occurs. How many more fathers are here? Okay, what? It's just one. It's literally just one. So this kid's father hates him so much that he's willing to climb up an infinitely tall tree to escape him. All the rest of the fathers are chilling at the milk store. This guy is alone with himself in the tree. But why are we still in the tree? Why does it have to be a tree? What is the purpose of this? Okay, so I think I'm gonna have to try to extend this one by literally instructing it. Please create a movie trailer for Finding Dad where a son must go on a journey to find his long lost father. Nothing I'm writing is doing anything, so I think I just have to resort to doing this. But while we wait for this one to load,
it's
let's
still gonna
have
be
a
a
look
tree,
at
man.
the Queso movie trailer. And in this one, I asked one of the fighters to bring out a giant burger, and then the other person wants to steal it, just so that Queso has some sort of reason why he's fighting himself in this movie. Okay, so now we're gonna enter the fight scene. We have Queso versus Queso with the white sauce on his face.
Bro, stop saying that, bro.
Into an airbag, and oh, what the? Okay, where the fuck is the burger? Maybe he can't pull out a burger because his hands have gloves on them. But what is that fighting technique? What is that technique? What is that? That is my original idea for this movie. Is that Queso eats some sort of donut and then he becomes fatter and turns into a fat superhero who has to fight against Arnold, who is burning down every single McDonald's, and he has to stop him from burning down the McDonald's. And now it's just resorted to Queso fighting against Queso for no reason at all. Maybe I need to do
This
a
is
scene
a
change.
great
Let's do
movie
a
trailer.
scene
What are you
change.
talking
One of the
about?
fighters is like smashing the cash registers in McDonald's, just destroying all the food, and Queso needs to stop the guy from doing that. Okay, so now while we wait for this one to load, let's take a look at the police movie trailer. So in this one, I asked an African man, an Asian man, and a white man to join the scene with the police officers where they're all fighting. I was just curious to see in this movie who is the first person that gets fucking domed. Okay, so now the police officers are walking through the door and then the fight scene begins. Yep, they go sicko mode on each other. They pull each other over to the side, and now okay, there's a white man. Wait. I got distracted for a second. On the left-hand side, there is a white person that runs through here. Yep, where's the Asian man? I can't find the Asian man. But then over here on the right, we see an African man. And immediately he gets manhandled by the police officer. and escorted away. But the current state of this movie trailer is just like literally a whole lot of nothing. Like nothing. There is no story. There's no arc. There is no act 1, 2, 3. It's
That's
literally just a whole lot of
that's
chaos
modern
and
Disney
randomness.
right
So I
there.
think we need to sort of restore the original reason why the sort of movie is coming about, because the incident that started this all is the police officer unfairly arrested a person pertaining to a minority ethnicity in a racist manner, and it's the police brutality or the abuse of power, that sort of stuff. So I think we need to do a hard scene change here, and instead the police officer is gonna pull over someone who's in their car and ask them to hand over their wallet for ID purposes, and then my guy's just gonna go. But while we wait for this one to load, we can take a look at the Finding Dad trailer, where I literally started. I wanted it to start from scratch. Give me a trailer for Finding Dad.
It's not gonna do it, bro. Still gonna be in that stupid
honestly,
tree.
I do not think this trailer is recoverable. I think this one is doomed. This one is not like doing anything. Okay, so we have our dad here chilling in
Bro,
the
it
trees.
been doomed.
Finding Dad is just abandoned his son, and we're gonna zoom out into some more trees, and then are we gonna scene change? Nothing. Okay, what the? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Wait. Who the fuck is this guy? And then who is this guy? Maybe this is the son. Maybe, oh, you know what? Maybe he's finally climbed up the tree to try find his father. But by the time he's found his father, this is the father's ghost. So the ghost to the father has
The
died.
ghost?
By the time the son,
Bro,
this
is
father died already. So maybe he starts
heavy
crying. Let's
coat,
make him
bro.
stop
Just give
crying.
up
Let's
on it.
just
I'm
take it
sorry.
nice and easy. But while we wait for this one to load, we can have a look at the Queso movie trailer. So in this one, I asked the scene to end, and I asked it to switch us to inside a McDonald's restaurant, and then this is where we're gonna have the real villain, who is like causing chaos inside the restaurant. Okay, so we're in the fight scene again. The guy, yeah, he still has the homemade sauce on his chin. And then, okay, he's punching, and oh, he's okay. Please change scene. Why is he not changing scene? Why is he gooning? He's literally mogging. His chin protrudes more and more as the fight goes on. Look at it. Whoa, oh my gosh. Oh, his chin is so floppy as well. How can I get the scene to change? Maybe I say the two men run into a McDonald's restaurant. Let's just take it one step at a time. I think I'm trying to skip too far ahead, and I think the AI is getting confused. Let's just send that, and while we wait for that to load, we can take a look at the police movie trailer. So I asked the scene to end here, and then the location changes to like a road, and the police officer is stopping a vehicle to ask to see their license. Okay, so the beginning of the fight scene, and boom, 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 and 1-inch punch, boom. Now, the white man comes in, the black man, and the Asian man, and now the scene is really gonna change, please. Oh fuck, it's not changing. It's fading. The scene is fading to black, but I don't know whether that's gonna make the scene change. And to put the cherry on top of this horrible experiment, I realized that none of my extensions for the other movie trailers were working, meaning that I had reached the max limit. And so the Finding Dad movie trailer ended with the son finding his dad 5 years too late. The Queso trailer ended with two muscular Queso clones boxing each other, and the America trailer ended with the police being a bunch of racist pigs.
Yep. Don't use Luma AI for that, I guess. I don't know. I keep forgetting that's not. Why is it? Wait. Oh, that's a frame. Well, if you guys enjoyed this video, could like, comment, subscribe. I don't got anything else to say. Peace out.